first thing I got to ask you about, man, is training with Marvin Vettori in Thailand. How was that, man?
It's mad. I didn't know he was in Thailand, and then actually how we met was like quite funny because every Tuesday, Thursdays I was training in the cage in the afternoons, like wrestling. So I'd have like my particular partners. I was training with Armand, Suzuki and all that. And once my round had finished, like because I was on a different timer to the others, I looked over and I seen a guy who was taking another guy down with tats. I thought, who's that big? I didn't see it was Marvin. And then Marvin's turned around, I seen it, I thought, oh, it's on now, it's beef. Cause like, and he just like smiled, and then I was like, okay. Straight away there, we just like started training with each other, like we got the rounds in there, and then the next day we went to grappling together and that, and we just there was nothing like to it. It wasn't like, oh, we might fight one day, we don't train together. I was like, if you tap me, I tap you, or you punch, I don't really care about all that. And then on my last day in Thailand, he come into the gym. I was training alone on the mats, and he was sparring, and I said, oh, I'll do the timer for you and that. So just timed him as 5 rounds, and you know what, he's actually one of the most pleasant guys I've ever met. So it's mad, like so I must have a persona, and he's got one, and you know, we had a lot of beef. But sometimes I think the beef's, you know what the beef's about. It's just like, we need to get away from this fake thing about like, there's going to be no beefs outside the octagon. No one's wanting to like get it on hardy really, so.
I'm not surprised at all that you two got along. You're actually like, he's got a pretty good sense of humor.
He has, he actually really has, honestly. We were so surprised, the whole team, like, wow, he's a proper sound guy. So yeah.